Alright, so today we're going to be looking at the integral from negative 2 pi to 2 pi of cosine of 20x sine of 25x dx. Now, I'm sure you might be able to see that, hey, cosine's an even function and sine's an odd function. So the entire thing's odd. And our bounds are, they're equidistant from the origin. And if you know your symmetry rules, if that's the case, and it's an odd function, it's just going to equal 0. But let's work through how to get there, just in case you don't notice that, or in case you're presented with this and it's not a definite integral, or its bounds are not symmetrical. So, how do we deal with this? Well, there's a trig identity. It's called the product to sum identity. So when it's cosine sine, it's going to be 1/2 sine of the cosines inside plus the sines inside, so 45x, minus the cosines inside minus the sines inside. So that'll be negative 5x. Now, based on the even odd identities, we know that we can bring that negative out in front. Instead, we can also move the 1/2 there because it's a constant. So we get sine of 45x plus sine of 5x dx. We can then split it into two different integrals because of the addition. So we get 1/2 negative 2 pi to 2 pi of sine of 45x dx plus 1/2 negative 2 pi to 2 pi of sine of 5x dx. We can start doing some u subs to solve this. So u equals 45x, and we'll have this side be w equals 5x. So du is equal to 45 dx. dw is equal to 5 dx. There's no 45 here, so we can just divide it. So we're going to be subbing in 1 over 45 du is equal to dx. For here, we're going to be subbing in 1 over 5 dw is equal to dx. Now, those are both constants, so we can just bring them out to their respective fronts, which will have us with 1 over 90. We're not going to change the bounds, so let's make sure we properly mark that. We're not changing the bounds this time just because we're going to recombine the functions after we integrate them. Plus 1 over, that'll go with that, so 1 over 10. X equals negative 2 pi. X equals 2 pi of sine of w. That's not... got those mixed up. Okay. So, sine is negative cosine, so we're going to be negative 1 over 90. Cosine, it'd be cosine of u. We'll just sub it in now. Cosine of u is cosine of 45x. 45x. And then, over here, we're going to have 1 over 10. Sine of w goes to negative cosine of w, so plus times a minus, it's going to be a minus. Then cosine, it's cosine of w is 5x, so cosine of 5x, and that'll be evaluated from negative 2 pi to 2 pi. Now, if you know your even odd identities, you'll go, hey, cosine, if it has a negative inside, it doesn't matter. it's going to be the same, right? Because cosine is like this. It's symmetrical. The negative value is going to be the same as the positive value at the same spot, right? Which is going to give away how this is going to go. But let's just continue working through it. 90 cosine of 2 times 45 is 90. So 90 pi minus 1 over 10. 5 times 2 is 10. Cosine of 10 pi minus 1 over 90 cosine of, once again, the odd doesn't matter. The fact it's negative doesn't matter for cosine, so it's just going to be the same thing on the inside. And then minus, same thing with this one. 10 pi. Now, negative means it's going to be a positive. Negative means it's going to be a positive. So 1 over 90 cosine 90 pi plus 10 cosine of 10 pi. And then, whoa, we bring these down. Huh, they're negative. And pi. Well, those cancel out. Those cancel out. So everything cancels out. So we're going to get 0, which, like we said before, is going to be our answer.